shining soul, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm the Angelic Mystic, an intuitive card reader and psychic medium that is using my gifts and abilities to help you on your journey. Today we do have a reading that is very dear to my heart. We are going to be looking at how you can free yourself from addictions. The reason I was inspired to do this reading is because I'm currently going through removing a substance from my life. I have smoked weed for a very long time, and I have decided that it has become an addiction for me, and it is something that I need to learn how to function without. So I've just started the journey. I'm on day 2 of not smoking, and I just keep getting this intuitive hit to do this reading because there are so many people out there that have addictions of all different sorts. And this is a topic that I feel like is not talked about enough, even though it is so common. I've also dealt with other addictions in my life that I am now sober from. So this has been a very prominent thing in my personal journey throughout my life. And I've had so much experience and education about what addiction truly is, how it affects you, and how it affects your whole entire life, your whole world, and everybody around you. So I really wanted to combine my knowledge of addictions and experience of them with my psychic abilities to bring this helpful, insightful reading to you to hopefully help you on your journey. There are so many things that we can be addicted to, just to name a few: drugs, alcohol, food, sex, porn, shopping, video games, abuse, toxic relationships, negative self-talk, self-harm, smoking or vaping, and even pain and suffering we can become addicted to. So the aim for this reading is to give you tips and insight on how you can break yourself free from whatever it is that you may be addicted to. So let's get right into it. For pile 1, we have the Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, and Self-Expression with Flourite. For pile 2, we have Gaia, Gateway Activation, Learning Experience, Wisdom Transmission, and Earth Intelligence with Red Jasper. And for pile 3, we have Hathor Light Codes, Light Immersion, Full System Upgrade, Power Recall with Quartz. So go ahead and choose whatever pile or piles are calling your name, and I hope you do enjoy your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and put this over to the side and dive right into it. So we're going to be looking into how you can free yourself from addiction. So let's start with your tarot cards. We have the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords. And let's see what you have for your oracle cards. We have Cthulhu, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Full Moon in Aquarius, Be Real. And we have Loving Compassion. Let me just scoot your cards over. So pile 1, right off the bat with the 7 of Cups, this is your addiction energy here. This is the card of illusion, unrealistic desires. You can see that the person here is holding up a mask, and it's almost this illusion. We can see the clouds in the background. This illusion is being protected. So to me, this says that there has been fear for you to let go of your addiction, pile 1. There's that fear here that almost protects it because you aren't sure who you would be or what you would do without this, without whatever this addiction is for you. So there's this fear of, if I let this addiction go, if I let these illusions go, who am I then? And that comes up to the next card because the 8 of Pentacles is about determination, hard work, persistence, and getting to a place of reward. So I feel like there is a lot of figuring out for you who you are aside from this addiction, pile 1, which I completely understand. I see you, I feel you. It can be very difficult when you're used of one thing to transition and change to the next, even when it is a positive change or transition. This is why we get stuck in addictions or negative energy, because we fear if we don't have what we are comfortable with or used to, we fear what might come next. So there's this energy of putting in work, time, and effort to figure out who you are. And that's okay, Pile 1. It's okay to not know who you are. I also feel like with your Three of Swords, there is some heartbreak. There is some pain in the heart chakra, whether this was a romantic heartbreak or maybe heartbreak from your family not being there in the way that they should have or you would have liked them to be. But it does feel like this is the stem. This is the root of your addiction, Pile 1. It's these swords in your heart. It's this pain that you keep feeling in that area day after day, week after week, month after month. Something happened to your heart that has caused you to fall into this addiction. And right under it, we have Cthulhu saying, you already know the answers. And I'm seeing this snake going all the way around, which makes me feel like you know the root. You already know that the pain that you feel in your heart is causing you to act in these ways. You're very smart, Pile 1. You're not blind to your addictions, which is where this Be Real is kind of saying, like, it's time to be honest with yourself. It's time to realize you have all the answers when it comes to this addiction. You're not in the dark. It's not like you're confused as to why it happened or why it's happening or why it's so painful. For some of you, I'm even getting, this is multiple heartbreaks. This is multiple things on top of another that keep layering and layering, which is why this fear is so thick, why there's this energy protecting these addictions, protecting these addictive behaviors and thoughts. Because there's layers of pain on the heart that you've had to deal with, Pile 1. But you know that. You know that it's heartbreak in some form that has caused this type of behavior. So you have to be real about that. A lot of people find that the hardest part of addiction is figuring out the why. But you already know that, Pile 1, and you have to use that to your advantage. You're already aware of why you don't feel like yourself. You're already aware that you need more love and compassion to fix this heart this broken heart that you're carrying. This addiction is also causing you to not say what you want to say and have a strong throat chakra. I feel like your self-expression, your authenticity, it's not where you want it to be. The real you is hidden underneath this fear, underneath this addiction. And you're not able to speak up and say the things that you want to say. And I'm even getting some of you have negative self-talk because you think that this heartbreak was somewhat of your fault. Or maybe you could have, this is the thought I'm getting. It's like, if I could have did this different or said this different, these swords wouldn't be in my heart. But you can't ruminate on the past. You can't guilt yourself into, I should have, I would have, I could have. That's just going to keep you in this energy of addiction and fear. There needs to be a lot of loving compassion and empathy for yourself. I feel like you are the person that can pull you out of this addiction, Pile 1. You are so smart. You're very wise. You're very strong as well because you've been carrying this pain and you're still here. You're strong. You're worthy. You need to show yourself and your heart the love that you're missing. As you continue to show yourself compassion, love, grace, humility, as you do the hard work and effort to figure out who you are, to get back your self-expression, to allow your intuition to be the thing speaking to you. As you do this day by day, step by step, these swords are going to come out of your heart. They are not there forever, Pile 1. And I know some of you feel like they are because it's been a long amount of time since whatever put these in your heart has happened. And I know some of you are saying, time doesn't heal. I would know. I'm still hurt. But what's going to heal your heart is you, is your love, your own love, that internal love. You have the wisdom and the knowledge of why this has happened for you. The next step for you to free yourself from this pain is to show yourself the love that you always wish you would have been shown by others. Sometimes we have to be the one to mend our own heart. And in this case, that's exactly what needs to happen for you to be free of this pain and of this addiction. I'm being drawn to the water coming out of this gate, and I almost feel like this is symbolizing as you go down this path and you show yourself love and compassion, pile one, these gates are going to start to open. This is like that dark energy of addiction, and it's closed right now. There's this wall, like we were saying, this fear. Something's guarding your addiction because you're unsure of who you are without it, or you've experienced it for so long, this pain for so long, it's what you're comfortable in. But the water coming through this gate, this is you. This is your true essence. This is your soul. And as you go down this journey and start freeing yourself from this addiction, it's slowly going to open up. This barricade that is hiding the addiction or keeping it where it is, it will open. The gates will open and you will come out of it. You will get to be who you want to be. These walls aren't always going to be there for you. You have the power to open them and to let your true self pour through. And I know that's what you want, pile one, because you're so smart. You're wise, right? It's like you already know that's what you want. You don't want to be in this situation. You don't want to be heartbroken, but you're unsure of how to move forward. You're unsure of how to open this gate. And I feel like that's the stress that keeps you also going deeper with the addiction is you don't want to be in it, but you also don't understand how to open that gate and walk away from it. You're not happily sitting behind the gate enjoying this, right? Addiction is not fun. It's not something you would wish on your worst enemy. You don't want to be closed in behind this gate. You want to be free. You want to be let out. You want to be you. And that's possible. With some hard work, some dedication, and love and compassion. If you slip up, don't get angry at yourself. That is a time to show yourself even more compassion, even more empathy. We're all just human. Nobody's perfect. That's an illusion. As long as you're trying your best every day, that is all you can ask from yourself. And you should be so proud of yourself for doing that. Even if your best one day is falling back into it, you try again the next day. And you don't get upset. You allow yourself to be real. Allow yourself to be human through this. Healing is not linear. There's not one way that healing from addiction works. Everybody is different. And with that dedication and that hard work, you're going to find out what works for you. But the main part or the main energy you need to be in to work through the fear, open up these gates, mend your heart, is that internal self-love. So I do want to grab you one more card. That was quick. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is going to be the energy that you have after you free yourself from this addiction, and it's literally the exact same card as this Temple of Truth that you picked. It's the Joan of Arc Voice of Truth. It says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. That's that expression, that authenticity. We even see the blue for the throat chakra, which is the same here. It's voice of truth, temple of truth. These are, from different decks and the exact same message. So once you do free yourself from this addiction, look at all these beautiful flowers I'm noticing too. This is like your energy blooming again. Your true self blooming again. So you're going to be so much stronger, confident. Joan of Arc has her armor on. You're going to feel like you finally have this armor from your addictions. So you're going to be really strong and confident in your sobriety. And you're going to have purpose. I love that part. It says focus on your purpose. You're going to know what your purpose is. So you're going to have this renewed sense of purpose. You're going to understand and have more clarity as to who you are and why you're here and what you're supposed to do with your life. And then lastly, there's just going to be no fear for you to open up that throat chakra. Like we were saying, open up that wall and just let it pour out. You are going to be able to speak your truth, say what you want to say, express yourself, sing, dance, be happy, joyful. This is just such a strong energy to have once you free yourself. It's like you've got that armor on. You're standing in your purpose and you don't have fear to be you. So I'm getting like tingles. That's amazing. Like I'm telling you, Pile 1, you're so smart. You're so strong. If you put in that love and work, you will become Joan of Arc. You will become this strong, powerful person who is not ruled by addiction anymore. You're going to bloom into who you've always wanted to be and who you're supposed to be. So that does wrap up your reading, Pile 1. I truly hope it was helpful and insightful for you, sending you so much love, strength, compassion, and light on your journey. Addiction is not easy in any way, shape, or form. And I see you, I feel you, I understand you. Thank you for spending your time and energy with me today. You are such an amazing soul. Don't give up. You have such a beautiful life ahead of you. If anything in the reading resonated, Pile 1, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. It helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. As well, if you are looking for private readings, you can find all of my information and my Etsy down in the description box. I do offer card readings as well as medium readings, so make sure you check that out if you feel called to it. Sending you so much love and light. I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and put the card you chose and your crystal over to the side. And let's dive right into how you can free yourself from whatever addiction you are experiencing. So let's start with your tarot. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. For your oracle cards, we do have Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Beautiful card. We have the first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. And the heart chakra, unfurling back to love. So let me just scoot your cards over. So Pile 2, right off the bat, I'm seeing this triangle with your 3 cards right here. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, the heart chakra, the Two of Cups, which talks about partnership and harmony. So actually what I do feel like here has happened to cause your addictions or the root of it. It is connected to some other person. So maybe you got into a relationship with somebody and maybe they had addictive tendencies that you may have picked up. Or maybe you met somebody like a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic, but maybe you had a friend that has the same type of addiction tendencies that you do. What I'm seeing though is there is another person involved in helping to create your addiction or helping to further it and make it stronger. If you even notice, this one cup is more white. This cup looks more gray and dirtied. It's like this is that person in your life that has brought this addictive negative energy into you or amplified it in you. It's like this mirror. And they've definitely played on your heart chakra. So you're feeling some sort of pain, some sort of lost part, or like your heart isn't completely full because of this connection with this person. Now, some of you may still be talking to this person, and some of you may have moved on from them. It doesn't really matter the case here, pal, too. Whichever one resonates for you, you're still feeling that pain in your heart, whether they're there in your life or not anymore. Which is kind of this Pisces card talking about honor your feelings. I feel like you keep pushing them down. Every time this pain in your heart comes up that's attached to this person and attached to your addictions, you don't want to feel it. You may even, when this pain comes up, use some sort of coping mechanism that is not for your highest good, some sort of addictive behavior to push these feelings down. Almost feeling someone like putting both of their hands and like pushing them away. It's like, nope, I don't want to feel that. And that's why there's this missing part in your heart, because of this person and situation that has caused pain and heartache for you, along with the pain and heartache from the addiction that you're going through. I can really relate to you and see you and understand you, pal, too, with trying to push that feeling away, though, because that is a lot of the reason why we become addicted, because we don't want to feel the hurt. We don't want to feel the pain. We don't want to sit there with it. That doesn't sound fun. A lot of the time, the brain doesn't want to deal with that, so it numbs. It pushes it away. It puts the Band-Aid on it. But then what happens? Whatever you have used to numb or push the pain away, it wears off. And then the next day when you wake up, these feelings that you tried to push away, oh, they're coming back strong. And then that's when you get into the addictive cycle, because you're like, no, not today. I didn't want to deal with you yesterday. Let me push you away again today. Let me just focus on my addictive behaviors, because that feels better for you, pal, too, than dealing with this pain. And like I say, I understand that. It's normal. I have experience with addiction as well, and this is how the brain works. But every day you put that Band-Aid on, every day you push it away, the next day it comes back 10 times stronger. And that's how people get so deep into addiction, is they don't honor the feelings that are coming up. We try to push it away. We try to numb it. We say, I don't want to look that in the eye. That hurt me. I don't want it to hurt anymore. But the thing is, you're hurting yourself by not listening to them, by not honoring your feelings. If you don't honor your feelings, your heart chakra is never going to be mended. Your heart is always going to feel like there's something missing, pal, too. And you don't want that. I feel like you miss who you used to be. You weren't always this way with your heart. I'm picking up. This person really did a number on your life, really did a number on your energy. You had a full heart, a whole heart before this person. That's why this is so painful, because you miss who you used to be. I get that. It's interesting with your card you picked, we've got that learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and intelligence. So this has been an experience that is helping you to become wiser, smarter, and to grow and become who you're supposed to be, pal, too. This addiction is not supposed to be the end of your story. This is simply a bump in your journey that you are supposed to get over. You have the power to get over it. And that's shown in both of these cards here, your Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. This is such amazing energy. And I feel like this is the energy deep inside of you that you need to tap into to get yourself free from this addiction and from this pain, and to have your heart whole again. The Knight of Pentacles has prepared, efficient, ambitious, and practical energy. It's very much logic. It's using your smarts, your wisdom, but being practical about it, not pushing yourself to the point of no return, not depleting your energy. I'm noticing this almost path going all the way up here. And I'm seeing this as the path and your journey of freeing yourself from this addiction. If you can stay in the Knight of Pentacles energy, you will get to the end of the road. Look, he's not way back there. He's at the front of the card. And he's strong. He's confident. And he's moving forward, right? He has movement. So this is confirmation that if you use your wisdom, if you take care of your energy, if you go about things in a practical, logical way, you actually have the power to heal yourself. The Queen of Swords is very confident energy. We have the bird to symbolize intellect, and she's just very grounded. She's assured. She's organized, and she's using her confidence and her smarts to get what she wants, to accomplish what she needs to accomplish. Notice how there's no hastiness here either. It's like that same energy of taking your time. Be practical. This doesn't happen overnight, especially when the pain is as deep as yours in the heart chakra. That's one of the most painful places to have broken, to not feel whole. So know that this is a journey for you, day by day, hour by hour. I'm also noticing, pal, too, how the situation that has amplified or brought you into addiction with this other person, notice how these energies are on either side. It's almost saying that, again, reiterating, you have the power. You have the power. I almost feel like they want to close in like this. You have the power to get rid of the addiction. It doesn't have to be there. Your heart can be whole again. And you're going to be so much wiser after you free yourself from this as well. You pick the Red Jasper, which is a grounded energy, grounding stone. You're going to feel like your heart has healed and you're very grounded and safe and comfortable and confident in who you are. Again, this card is saying at the bottom, experience relationship harmony and healing. That's that relationship with your heart. So again, there is harmony, there is healing to be had. This is possible. Also see this as like a door. You're on this path right now, and you have this opportunity to walk through this door into the next chapter of your life where you don't have this addiction. So like I said, this isn't the end path. You are really strong. And you had this energy in you before this person came along. Like we were saying, your heart was whole before them. You were confident. You were smart. You were strong. You were practical. You've just lost some of that because of the pain. I feel like the message really coming through strongly, Spirit says, remember who you used to be. Remember the power you used to have. It's still there. It's just a little muddled. You just have to dust it off a bit. It never went away. It's still within you. It's still in your heart. It's still in your soul. And I know you feel weak because you feel like if you were strong, you wouldn't have fallen into this addiction. But you cannot guilt trip yourself and you cannot shame yourself. Life is all about experiences and learning and growing. You are not stupid or weak because you have an addiction. Some of the most strong, amazing, confident people fall into addiction. Addiction does not pick and choose. There is no certain way you can look or job you have or demographic you live in, like none of that matters when it comes to addiction. Absolutely anybody can be affected by it. So I feel like you need to stop blaming yourself and feeling like you're weak because you have an addiction. It does not mean you are weak. And it does not mean that your confidence and your strength has gone. You're just experiencing so much pain that it's kind of veiling your strength and your wisdom right now. So it is not your fault for falling into this. Do not blame yourself. Realize that you are strong enough to have this be an experience in your life, not your whole life story. Just noticing here behind Radha, too, it's like another door. Look at this beautiful, sunny blue sky. We have two doors, you know. This isn't the end of your journey, pile 2. That confidence and that strength wants to come back out. I feel like the first thing for you to really start freeing yourself from this addiction, though, is letting yourself feel the pain that this person has caused you. And it's going to suck. It's not easy. But the more you push it away, the more the addictive behaviors are going to keep happening. So whether that means honoring your feelings by writing them down, getting them out of your head, throwing them on a piece of paper, heck, burning the paper after if you want, talking to somebody, a professional, a friend, a family member, you got to stop putting the Band-Aid on top of it. You got to look at it. Once you start looking at the pain and using your confidence and your wisdom and your practicality to move forward and to work through the pain, your heart's going to start to heal and that pain is going to lessen. I know right now it might not feel like the pain's ever going to lessen, but it will. That's like the basis of shadow work. The more we disregard our shadows and don't look at them, the bigger they become. Shadow work is the practice of looking face to face at your darkness, at your shadows, at the things keeping you back, and using that confidence and wisdom to look at it and realize that that doesn't have to be your story anymore. Realize that you have the power to heal. And the more you look at those shadows, and the more you confront them, and the more you use love and empathy towards them, the more they dwindle away and they just one day don't exist anymore. And that's going to be your journey of freedom from this addiction. It's going to take a bit, right? We have that road. It's going to dwindle. And one day you're going to wake up, pile 2, and you're going to be like, holy crap, I did it. I'm not addicted anymore. So I want to get you one more card to see, once you do get free from this addiction, what your energy is going to be like. Oh, wow. We have Gaia. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting because you picked the Gaia Gateway connection. This happened in pile 1 where the extra card I pulled literally matched exactly the card that they had chosen. So that's crazy. It's happening again for you. We've got Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. That's even the grounding Jasper that you picked as well. I love this. This is basically saying, and notice how we have that same blue sky, that same beautiful sunny blue sky. So this is saying that once you do free yourself from this addiction, pile 2, you're going to feel so grounded. You're going to feel comfortable in your body. You're going to feel complete again, whole again, taken care of, loved, happy. Your root chakra is going to be shining. I just keep seeing the word comfortable. Like you're finally going to be comfortable again in your skin. Confident, right? Like we said, that confidence is there. It never went away. It's just a little hidden right now from the pain. So that confidence is going to come back to you. You're going to be feeling happier, more grounded, more situated. I'm also hearing Spirit say, sunny days ahead. I feel like right now, your sky over your life is gray. There's not this beautiful blue sky with clouds. So sunny days are going to be the energy that you feel around you. When you look around, you're going to feel like that nice blue sky instead of a gray sky is around you. I've seen the gray clouds slowly dissipate. It's also interesting, we have water in the Gaia card, and then water here with the honor your feelings. So this to me is confirmation that you get a hold of your feelings and your emotions, and you're able to actually ground your emotions as well. So this pain that you're feeling right now comes to a calm. That storm emotionally that you're in right now, you actually ground it. You're actually able to control it. So again, just so much confirmation here, pile 2, of your strength, of your ability to free yourself from this, and your ability to have your heart whole again and experience who you used to be. Experience that person or that part of you that you feel like you've lost to this addiction. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much strength on this journey of freeing yourself from your addiction. Like I said, I've experienced addictions myself, and I'm going through the process, just starting this process as well, to remove a substance from my life that is no longer helping me. So I definitely see you, I feel you, I honor you, I respect you where you're at. You're not alone. And you are loved. You have such an amazing life waiting for you once you walk through that door of freedom. So don't give up, pile 2. You're so strong. So that does wrap up your reading, pile 2. I truly hope it was insightful and helpful for you in some way. If anything did resonate for you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and it helps the channel out. Also, if you are interested, I do offer private readings on my Etsy. You can just check the description box down below there for all the information and the links. And I do offer card readings as well as medium readings. So if you do feel called to that, make sure you do check it out. Again, just sending you so much love and light, wishing you all of the luck. You got this. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's dive right into it and find out how you can free yourself from your addictions. We're going to start with your tarot cards. We have the King of Wands. The Tower. And the Page of Cups. For your oracle cards, we have Hilarion, Divine Healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. New Moon and Scorpio, go deeper. And we have the Star Seer card, which talks a lot about intuition guiding you. So let me just scoot your cards over. So pile 3, what I'm really noticing off the bat is your Tower, go deeper, and the King of Wands. I feel like this here is letting us know the root of your addiction and these addictive behaviors that you are dealing with right now. I feel like the two things coming up are ego and fear. So with the Tower, it shows up when you're living an illusion. You must remove the mask and expose the truth of the situation in order to change it. Change is difficult. You will be shaken. The familiar will be broken down and removed from your comfort zone. The Tower reminds you to let go and let the ego fall away. It has a lot of energy of upheaval, change, awakening, and sometimes even shock. So I feel like the mask on this person is depicting your addiction, is depicting almost the ego and the fear. That's what the mask is made out of. So with this Tower, it's kind of asking you to look deeper, to really look at the cause and the root of why this addiction has appeared for you. I feel like you haven't quite figured out that This addiction is not the true you. There's this need to go deeper and to realize that the mask that you're wearing is an illusion. It is ego. It is fear. And I feel like the fear is coming from the King of Wands, because this is the card that has maturity, respect, influence. It's like the King of Wands is a leader. He's so confident too. I think there's fear for you, pile 3, of being that person, of being that mature, influential leader of your own life. Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit say you think you're gonna fail. Your ego is telling you that you don't actually have the ability to be this King of Wands in your own life, to have this confident, assured, authoritative energy over yourself. So this addiction is coming from the fear of being the leader in your own life. Your ego is feeding you lies, feeding you illusions, telling you that you don't have the ability to lead your life and make the right decisions. That's why we've got that go deeper card. It's like asking you to really look beyond the mask, beyond the illusion of this addiction. What are you afraid of? And why are you afraid of it? Once you can go deep and actually get the answers to these questions, you're going to have the Page of Cups energy. Because with this card, we have confidence, happiness, and contentment. And also, the pages are talking about like movement. So this is a new beginning, a new chapter in your life. You have this king energy deep down inside of you. This addiction is just trying to elude you into thinking you don't, so that you never start this new beginning, so that you never have your confidence and your happiness and your contentment. Because addictions don't want us to win. They want to keep us chained down. So there's definitely this need to actually confront your fears and confront this root of the addiction. Now ask yourself, why don't you think that you have the power to maturely lead your life? Maybe there's some experiences in the past where you had the ability to make a decision and you feel like you made the wrong one. So now you don't feel as confident in yourself or your intuition. But you need to allow yourself to figure out the whys. Because if you don't go deep and dig deep and figure out why you don't feel confident to lead your own life and to be that authoritative figure for your own life, this illusion and fear are going to keep feeding you these lies. Once we can figure out why we are participating in addictive behaviors, it gives us the knowledge to understand what we need to do to free ourselves from it. And I feel like that's the biggest thing with you, pile 3, is you really still are in that illusion. You haven't dug deep and asked yourself why this addiction is here. You've almost accepted the ego telling you that, hey, this is just you. This is just how it is. You can't make decisions. You're not strong enough. You're not confident enough. You believe that. But that's the illusion. The reason you have an addiction is not because you are not strong and not confident. That is a lie. The reason you have this addiction is because something happened in your past where when you had confidence, when you had authority, you feel like you failed. You feel like you made the wrong decision. And now from that experience, your ego has amped it up. It's like I feel ego turning that experience up. And every day ego's reminding you, this illusion is reminding you, remember that time you made the wrong choice? Well, you're not confident. You're not strong enough. You can't handle your life. You can't be in the driver's seat. Remember that time you messed up? But it's all an illusion. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Addiction is not supposed to be your story, pile 3. You are strong. You are authoritative. You are confident. You have the ability within you to make those decisions that will move you forward on the best path of your life. This addiction is just telling you you don't, and that's the illusion. You're listening to the fear and the ego, not your intuition. The Starseer card, this lady here is depicted as intuition. You can see her third eye. This person right here climbing the ladder, this depicts you. Right up here, that's the path to your highest good, your destiny, all the good things that life wants to give you. And you notice how this person is letting the intuition guide him. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what's up there, but he trusts in her. He trusts in her, in his intuition. You have to start listening to your gut feeling, your intuition over the fear and the ego. And that can be hard sometimes to discern what is what. You know, there's a lot of voices in our heads. It's like, what's ego? What's my intuition? That can be, a difficult thing. I feel like that's where it's also asking you to go deeper. Start practicing that. There's lots of different things you can find online that help you to understand how to start differentiating between fear and ego and intuition. As a psychic and a card reader, that's one of my most asked questions. Well, how do I know when my ego is talking, and how do I know when it's my intuition? Very common thing. So you just need to go deeper on that. There needs to be a little bit of work around what is fear and ego, and what is my actual soul's intuition. Because right now you're letting that ego and that fear drive your life. But that's not what is supposed to drive it. It's your intuition that is supposed to drive you. If you start listening to your intuition, you're going to be confident, you're going to be happy, you're going to move into your best version of yourself, into your destiny. I feel like with your divine healing card, this is letting you know that you have the power to heal this. It's just going to take a bit of time to retreat and honor this within yourself. Let yourself recharge. Let yourself heal. You have to give yourself that time. I'm seeing a lot of self-care time, a lot of spending time with yourself. Maybe even looking in the mirror, saying like affirmations to yourself. I am worthy. I am strong. I am influential. I can make the right decisions for my life. I listen to intuition, not ego. I'm getting that a lot of this healing to free yourself from this addiction is internal. It's more of healing that ego, healing this illusion, healing this mask that has been telling you lies and keeping you in this addictive energy. We even see this gem over the heart. It's like going within the heart, within your soul to heal. I don't necessarily feel like you have to heal external things. It's mostly internal. Sometimes people are in environments that are, not helping them get out of the addiction, where I feel like this is more internal. I feel like your environment is okay. It's not like you're hanging around a lot of other addicts or anything like that, pile 3. I don't feel like you're in an environment that is detrimental. Maybe you're not in the environment that you want to be in the end right now. But I do feel like most of the healing is actually internal things, not external things. It's going deeper internally. Rewriting these lies the ego is telling you that you don't have this power, that you aren't able to create the life that you dream of. It's interesting, the card you picked, it says full system upgrade, power recall. It's kind of what it feels like. It's like you have to rewrite your system. You have to rewrite the script and put ego in the back seat. Because right now, ego and fear they're driving the car for you. And it's like time to rewrite that story. It's like, nope, put them in the back. Ego and fear can be helpful, but not when they're driving us. You want the intuition to be the driver of your life. Because when you listen to the intuition, you're always going to make the right choices. Because intuition does not steer us wrong. You're going to get that power. You're going to get that confidence back. You know, this is you being happy to move forward, blissful, excited about life, excited about this new you, this new system upgrade, where there aren't illusions, where you see clearly, where ego isn't beating you down every day. I also feel like that full system upgrade is that same kind of like shock and upheaval with the tower, where some of you might be, you know, watching this and going, damn, that's a shock to me. I didn't know it was my ego. I didn't know it was my fear. I didn't know it was that one time I messed up and now ego's just turning that up and it's all I can think about, or it's all it tells me. I feel like your addiction really was that mask. It really was. Anytime you tried to look at your addiction, it was like, it was this illusion where what you were seeing was not the truth. So there might be that shock now hearing this, or realizing, or coming to that deeper realization of like, whoa, my own ego is lying to me. And that's the reason I have this addiction. Because I feel like anytime you tried to figure it out before, like, why am I addicted? Why is this happening? Why can't I free myself? Anytime you asked or looked in the mirror and asked, what was looking back at you was not your intuition, was not your true self. It was this illusion. It was this mask. So anytime you tried to go deep and figure out why, I feel like you were being hit with lies, which was, you know, making it worse. Like we were saying, it's like you would ask or try and figure out, why am I addicted? And then ego would just be like, because you're a failure. Even though that's an illusion and that's not true. That's not why you're in this place. So there is that bit of shock of like, wow, there's this internal energy that's keeping me here. So I want to pull another card for you to see, once you do free yourself from this addiction and get back to this confident, you know, happy energy, what is going to, you know, be in your life at that point. So let's see. Oh, wow. We have Kali Ma with Facing Fear. It says, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Ooh, so cool. I feel like that does kind of go with this whole full system upgrade. I don't think you are realizing how many things in your life, how many areas in your life are going to be soaring, are going to just be happy and blissful and transitioning into that destiny path. I feel like you're going to have a deeper spiritual connection in whatever way that means for you. So maybe you have tried to get into spirituality before and it just hasn't vibed with you, or you haven't felt like it really connected, or maybe you felt disconnected. So after you do free yourself from this addiction, because again, we have that energy of you are powerful, you are able to do this, you can heal your heart, you can heal this addiction. So once you do that, any fear that comes up, you're going to be able to look that straight in the face, and you're going to be able to know that you are confident and mature and influential enough in your own life to get past it. Fear is not going to stop you anymore. You're going to be, you're going to go deep with the fear, and you're going to understand what fear is. It's just energy, and energy can be changed. It can be transmuted. So once you are free from this addiction, pile 3, fear is going to be no big deal for you. You're going to be able to deal with fear really easily. You're going to have deeper spiritual connections, and all other parts of your life, career, love, family, they're just going to be soaring. You're going to the top of the ladder. So many great things for you. I feel like you're just going to feel so much happier and genuinely in your power. You will be this confident king. I'm hearing spirit say a renewal, and that makes sense with your full system upgrade. You are going to be a new person. You are going to have a deeper connection with your intuition. You're going to know what your heart and soul truly wants. You're not going to be deceived by fear and ego anymore. Like, this really is a new you, Pile 3. This is such an amazing energy that you're going to have. I feel like you should be excited about that. Excited that after you heal this, you're going to be completely different. You're not going to be wearing that mask of illusion anymore. You're going to honor and love yourself deeper on a more sincere level. And you're just going to be shining. You're just going to be this bright light. And this card even says light immersion on it. You're going to have this beautiful light, this beautiful energy coming out of your aura. So again, to get that freedom, it's just going deeper on what is ego, what is intuition, and taking that time to honor, respect, and love your process as you heal. Love yourself through the process. It's not going to be easy to heal this and to do this deep work and this deep internal work, but it's going to be so worth it, and it's going to allow you to continue on that path of your highest good and to be who you truly want to be without any illusion. So that does wrap up your reading, Pile 3. I do truly hope it was helpful and insightful for you. As I said in the intro, I've also gone through addictions myself. So I see you, I hear you, I understand you, and I want you to know you're not alone in this. You are so strong, and you definitely, without a doubt, have the ability to be that amazing leader in your own life and to free yourself from this. So don't give up. And I wish you nothing but luck and love on this journey of healing. If anything in the reading did resonate for you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or give it a thumbs up, as it does help out my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. As well, if you are interested in getting private readings, I do offer them through my Etsy. You can just check the description box down below there for all the information and all the links. I do offer card readings as well as medium readings. So if you are called to that, you can find all the information right down in the description box. Sending you so much love and light, Pile 3. You got this. Don't give up. I'm rooting for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.